Dela writes, my MVVs, welcome. Ebony is rumored to have broken down in tears as Ooni of Ife plans a major food packaging project and business with Olori Naomi. Now, why is this such a problem? They said this has sparked outrage right there in Ile-Ife as people are talking about it as Ebony is able to get to the heart of people who are also feeling very unhappy that Ooni of Ife has continued with the same thing he has been doing, that is making the Oloris not to be in peace. Why is this such a big deal? You do know that in the last couple of months, Queen Naomi has been through so much. It's no longer news that there was a stampede in Ibadan that led Naomi to Agodi prison. And since Naomi's release, Ooni of Ife has been doing everything to ensure that Naomi is in peace, Naomi is happy, Naomi comes back, Naomi gathers momentum, and try to, cement their relationship, to give it weight, okay? And one of those things that the Ooni of Ife is trying to do is to get elders on the side of Olori Naomi. He has done everything, including, activating the use of his ancient sword to, keep certain elders away from Queen Naomi. But why is it such a big deal that the Ooni of Ife and Queen Naomi are planning this business? We are very sure that in the next couple of months now, Queen Naomi's case will be over. And we do know that this case will go well with Queen Naomi because with the help of people like the Ooni of Ife, evidences are showing that Naomi was not even there in the first place. Evidences have shown that Naomi had called them, even collected evidence from the radio station. Now, one of those things that the Ooni of Ife has tried to do to get Naomi comfortable is that they have asked Naomi to, reconcile with the husband, that she does not necessarily have to stay in the palace. And that is the reason why the palace is not even a bone of contention anymore. Now, Naomi can go to anywhere in the world and stay at the expense of the Ooni of Ife and rest, okay? And so one of the places that Ooni of Ife chose for Naomi was Canada, right? Naomi had her reservation about Canada. Now, her reservation is what will she be doing in Canada? And Canada is really very far from Nigeria. As if you want to compare to the UK, you know that Naomi is a child of a ministry. God called Naomi. God, like Naomi will say, God called her to lead his sheep. And there are two men, as in, Herald ministry grew so much after Naomi became the queen. The church is big. People are there. They depend on Olori Naomi for a lot of things, especially counseling. They have a lot of counselors in that church, but Naomi's counseling, there is no substitution to Naomi's counseling. And counseling from Canada. So Naomi would have wanted to be in a place where she would easily come back home and go back. Come back home and go back. Come back home to see how her, people are doing and go back, okay? That's the negotiation that is ongoing right now. And so, what would she be doing in Canada? The first things Kabiyesi said, Kabiyesi is a businessman. You wake this man up from sleep, ask the man anything about business, the man will tell you. Now, from Canada, they said, Kabiyesi said, that one of the biggest problems that people have, right here in Canada is Nigerian meals are very expensive. That Naomi will be trained, and they will train a trainer program. They will begin to train people on how to buy and package Nigerian product and get all the necessary registration and begin to import from Nigeria to Canada and make it even, cheaper than the ones that are already being sold in Canada. And that was the business. And when Naomi heard about that business, they said Naomi liked it, okay? So invariably, if Naomi decides to stay in Canada or Naomi decides to stay in the UK, Naomi is likely to do the same thing. But you know where the problem came from? You know that Ebony is in the UK, and Ebony is a chartered accountant, a trained chartered accountant, and she is not working for a firm. She is in partnership with an English family who owns a chartered accountant firm. Okay, so she is big in her own, place, right? But apart from that, she is a foodie. She is into food. That is Ebony. Ebony has a Nigerian restaurant that is doing absolutely well also in the UK. And they are selling and they are making so much money. But one of the things that Ebony had asked KBSC to do for her was to, support her financially so that she can start food importation, to import the food to the UK. So from the food that she is importing, she will be, buying too from herself to sell to the restaurant, the people who are cooking. And they say this proposition has been lying down there on KBS's table for like forever. He has not done anything about it. Only for Ebony to turn and hear that he is giving Naomi the same idea. That idea. Now, so even the smallest person in Nigeria knows that if you have the resources to begin to package and import food, you make a lot of money. But the thing is that it's capital intensive because of the duties that you pay on this food that you're importing. And that is why you see it is difficult for people. It's not everyone who can do. It's not like people don't have the idea. So the fact that you brought this idea before the monarch, and the monarch now is sharing the same idea with Olori Naomi should not be such a big issue. But they say it is an issue that is turning to something that might just cause everything to scatter. Welcome back to my channel. It's your girl De La Ram. I bring you fresh and spicy just from the source. It's still on the royals. How are you guys doing? I appreciate you so much. I love you. Share and do well, my people. You're yet to subscribe. Kindly go ahead and hit that subscribe button, and do not forget to turn on the notification bell, and do not forget to give this video a thumbs up. I appreciate each and every one of you so much. So as we are hearing right now, they say Bunny has been crying, making so much fuss, causing so much wahala. How is it possible that I will bring a proposition to you and you ignore my proposition and you want to sell my idea to your so-called queen? That is why I said, this is what Ebony is saying. That was why I said, look, there is nobody who is living in Nigeria that does not know that we have a very huge population. And a chunk of this population is outside Nigeria. Nigerians, I know they love their food so much. There is no, even the smallest child knows that. If you have money abroad, it's not easy for you to start up businesses overseas when you leave your country because of the registrations and everything. But if you have money, one of the easiest businesses you want to do, you want to maybe pair with someone and start an importation business, packaging food from Nigeria and selling abroad if you have financial resources, because it's capital intensive. The smallest child knows. And so if you now say that the business that KBSC has proposed to Olori Naomi is the business idea you brought to her, are you also living in Canada? That is the question that everybody is asking right now. And they say this has caused a lot of wahala until they say family don't carry Joko sit, come they analyze the situation. And they are saying that this is the reason why the Oloris are not together. They are always fighting themselves, that it is KBSC that is causing it, blah, blah, blah. blow, blow, blow. They say this is what is going on right now in the palace because Ebony is really, really bringing down, palace over this. I'm going to bring you more update. Do not forget that the following content is based on rumor and, speculation found online. It has not been verified and may not be fully factual. I appreciate each and every one of you. Thank you.